Well, hey, are we live?
Woohoo!
I'll just say a quick thing. I'll just do a quick intro. So, welcome to number 77. I can't believe I've done 77 live streams. It's mental. So, on my left or my right, I have Mr. Dave, Mr. World Toys, and down below we have the PKRO, aka the 13-year-old. How is everyone this evening? Are we all good?
Yeah.
That's good. Dave's going to do the next intro.
Well, technically, guys, we've all got one thing in common right now.
What's that?
Well, two things actually. One, we're all on Baz's channel, and two, we've all got glasses on.
Oh, I couldn't see fucking 2 feet in front of me without them, man.
And there you go.
I thought you were going to say we all had a beard, but Chris doesn't seem to have one.
One day he will, and trust me, he's going to be better looking than you. There you go.
Well, you were moaning about it a couple of weeks ago that I shaved it off, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll keep it for this live stream."
Perfect, and he's Baz, the Darklycan without the 81, which is like looked 18. So there you go.
Oh, I'm kind of glad this week's just a bit over. Like,
Well, it's another Thursday, isn't it? So.
Oh, just been working, other stuff that's happening in the new minute. It's just, I kind of look forward to.
It's not been the best week for me either.
I kind of look forward to doing these minutes. I think it keeps me going, gets me through the week.
No, it loses our minds. You do too many of them. 77's too many.
Yeah, I should retire.
No, it's just because that's Brian and Tubbs, they hit their 100, and I was kind of wondering how many live streams actually did.
77.
77. It's another 23 to go, and then we've hit the 100.
23.
23 to go.
The question is then, Baz, before we even start anything else, what do you fancy doing for your 100th episode?
I ain't thought that far. It's bad enough trying to think of what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Come on, we're almost like, we're nearer to Christmas than last Christmas.
Why?
We're halfway through the year, starting Saturday. So 23, so technically you should eat it round about Christmas time if you do one a week.
No, if I do it every week from now, probably just either before Christmas or just after Christmas.
Yeah.
Touch wood that nothing kind of happens that interrupts your Thursday nights.
That's not routine.
I just looked. I'm on 20 live streams of my game streams that I do. I'm on 20 of them.
I ain't got a clue. I can't remember.
So I need to have a wee think of what we're going to do. Probably do a note on mic night for that, I think.
Yeah, we got it.
We've got a few people on.
I've done 21.
Get past guests on. Try and get El Tender back on. I know he's 8 hours ahead behind us, isn't he? 6. We'll try and get him back on. I really need to speak to him anyway because I kind of went doing that
another rabbit hole.
That Toonie Terror line, so I need to ask him a few questions because I noticed on Tuesday when I finished work early, I kind of popped in and I picked a couple of bits up. But I was kind of noticing some of the newer waves, it looks like they've got more articulation than the previous.
They always do as far as you're going, so.
So I don't know. Because I've seen the Ash, and the Ash looks like he's got from 5 points articulation instead of just the arms and the head that moves, because the body's usually just a solid
One
piece.
piece. But there you go. But anyway, the dying question is, Mr. Peaky, how did your car boot go last Sunday, dude?
So it went pretty well for me, to be honest. I managed to sell a fair bit. We're doing it again this Sunday because my mum and dad have still got some bits to sell, and I found some more bits that I can try and sell. So we're doing it again this Sunday, hopefully. But the thing is, though, so I went there with 60 quid in my pot as change and stuff. And then all the money that I made, I ended up making just over 20 quid. I then went and spent round the boot sale. So I left with the same amount of money as I went there with.
That's normal.
But that's typical, though. You sell your stuff and you want to have a quick look about to and see if there's any last-minute bargains.
I spotted a couple of Power Ranger figures that I think I showed off on here. I can't remember.
No, you haven't been on 60 car boot.
I think it was a White Ranger you picked up in.
For the White Ranger figure, a Lord Zed and a Snizzard from the OG toy lines.
No, because the White Ranger picked up, that's the one that's got the trigger at the back that does all the.
Yeah.
The karate chopping one.
I don't know how you're going to display that, though, Chris.
Do you know what? I haven't thought that far ahead yet. And I don't even know where I put it, so yeah, that's even better.
But anything else you picked up then?
Yeah, I've picked up a fair bit.
Go on in, go first.
I cannot.
Go on, Buzz, make me grow.
Make the Peaky grow.
Yeah, there we go.
So I managed
to. Before we one sec. You've got a good-looking picture of me on the background, and I can't work out what else you got up there.
That one's a Diamond Art sloth picture.
Yeah.
The one next to it is Killian Murphy it's Killian Murphy from the Peaky Blinders.
Okay. Next one.
And that one is a certificate for doing a Komodo dragon feeding experience. Which is my all-time favorite reptile. So
perfect. Well, carry on, sir. Sorry.
And then I've got a Diamond Art picture of my late bearded dragon, Steve.
Stevie.
So first thing I picked up was seasons 1 and 2 of the original Turtles.
88. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Which I need to get the other 8 seasons now.
Oh no.
But I wanted to get the big Turtle Wagon collector's edition, but there was no way I was going to spend nearly 300 quid on a set of DVDs. So next up, I've got a load of figure stands for my trading collections.
Nice one.
Because I was using museum racks, which was honestly best stuff I've used on them, but the heat has melted it to the point where, because we're going to continuously get hot weather at the moment, it's just not feasible with me using the museum wax. And then the last item I got was a figurize of Metal Garurumon from Digimon, which I need to build and then show off. Because thanks to Baz, I've got into Digimon figures.
Don't you blame me? I only picked it up because I wanted one.
No, it is your fault because you picked up those 3 from HMV, which made me want to pick them up, and now I'm getting into more Digimon stuff. So,
well, blame Baz, so that's 2.
So along with Yu-Gi-Oh figures I've now got into because of you, I'm now getting into Digimon figures because of you. I don't have the space to get into multiple toy lines.
Well, one of the ones that I picked up, 3 figures I picked up, I'm believing the guy above me.
Don't blame me.
Fair enough. But that's about it. Yeah,
Perfect.
that's about it. Nothing else.
Yeah, we'll put the big man on next.
Whee! Hello. Hello. Thing from eBay during the week. I got the Thunder Tank.
Oh, nice. I was actually going to show off the Wondercat stuff that I had, but I cannot remember what I've done with the box with all the stuff, all the stuff's in it.
And then one of the figures I do like that I forgot to show off last week, and I've been watching for ages.
Oh, you got the... Is that the one you were talking about a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Is that Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yep. I think his name is it Drift?
I don't know.
Is.
But, you know, you can take all his costume off and that sort of stuff. And then basically, I'm not going to show everything I bought off the weekend, because I bought just over 1,500 figures, but hey-ho, there you go.
Just to answer Dino's question, he was asking what year was the Thunder Tank. That's a 2011 one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, get strong.
But once again, I'm not going to sit here show all 1,500 toys off, but I've got like a basket full here. So there you go. To go with the theme over the weekend, you've got the Batman animated.
Oh, nice.
You've got I'll come to him in. Another Sleigh Rocket Monster.
To be honest with you, Dave, you've kind of got me into them because I managed to pick that exact same figure up.
There you go, another one of him. Then PK. Is it Destiny or something, or it's got a?
No,
that's Hago Reach.
There you go.
That is Emil.
Emil.
That one.
Probably one of the characters for that. For Reach.
It's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite characters in Reach, Emil.
Then I got a Snake Mighty Max.
Oh, nice. I forgot they actually made that.
At the boot sale I was at a couple of weeks ago, some guy had to go to the Mighty Max little playsets.
Yeah, the action figure style ones, Chris, as well.
Then the guy I always pick up no matter what, but he's a McDonald's toy, but I don't care. He's the guy from Scoob.
It's the little robot.
Yeah.
I was going to say I recognise that. I was just wondering what it was for.
McDonald's, but he's from Scoob. Then I'll go into a peaky section. A gold Beast Morpher.
It's Beast Morpher's gold. That's Legacy line.
No, that is just the standard one, Chris.
It's just the standard Hasbro one. I knew it wasn't Lightning Collection.
Yeah, the standard.
It doesn't have the articulation for Lightning Collection.
Then, still thinking of Chris. Mighty Morphin Black Ranger.
Nice. It's from the movie that I refuse to talk about.
That's the one.
Tell the truth, you love that movie. You watched that.
I do not like that movie. Shut up.
So there you go.
Movie is trash.
Then I thought of Chris again. Iron Man.
That is. It's one of the Iron Man suits. It's not Iron Patriot, but it's one of the ones that Tony Stark uses.
It's got a ton of articulation. There you go. Then, just to finish off with Chris. I don't know what mark it is, but there you go.
Mark. I want to say Mark 42 or Mark 3.
He's got the fully articulation anyway, so there you go. And then a Baz that wants to collect, but he doesn't want to. A robot dinosaur.
He looks just like Baz.
I know. Tell me about it. Look. Then I can't remember, but he keeps getting out of my head, keeps coming into my head. But an old cartoon monkey.
Oh, Robot Monkeys.
Oh yeah, I remember that show.
And then
6 of them.
something like a big bag of, you know, them little robot little
Oh,
things back.
I know what you. I can't remember the name of them. I know exactly what they're. I've got a few of them. Cool little guys, like.
Yeah. And that is all I'm showing off. If not, we'll be here all night showing all the rest of it off. So there you go.
Ooh, fuck. That's a scary face.
So that monkey is from a show called Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. It ran from 2004 to 2006 on Cartoon Network.
Thank you.
I knew it was something monkey. I just couldn't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
So I blame the co-host for this.
What next to me? Up there? He's a co-host. He's done more episodes than me.
He's been talking about this toy line for a while, and he's also been talking about the movie for a while. So I ended up picking up some of the new Turtle Mutant Mayhem figures. So I got Superfly. I got everybody's favourite Master Splinter. Kenny looks a bit weird with glasses on, but here you go. One thing I'm disappointed with this figure, Dave, is that in the movie they've given him an afro. Why did they not give him an afro in the toy line, man?
What do we think about that movie?
I actually enjoyed it. I thought the animation is a bit strange when you.
Is it out?
It's no. I managed to get a.
You managed to sail the 7 seas.
More or less.
And I got everybody's favourite Rocksteady. But man, look at the noggin on this guy, Chris. That's a face a mother would only love.
Bit like mine.
And then I managed to find a Ram Man. I'm not too sure how to me that's a kind of a weird one for her. And then another one, because Dave was talking about it, I managed to find the 2-pack as well. Knew that the nephew's wanting this as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get into the boot. I went to a boot sale yesterday. I did see this, Dave. I remember you were talking about this, so I don't know if you're still needing this or not.
I'll double check because I can't remember what it looked like, so I'll double check.
So if you're still needing it, let me know.
Okay.
For Chrissy boy, managed to find some.
So, Megaforce?
Megaforce. He's plastic in this is a bit weird because it's camera's not showing off, but it's actually this is all yellowed. So I need to try. I don't know. I do have the red version of this, but I never got the blue one. And I think I've got spare armor for him as well. And for Chris, there's another.
Ah, it's a retro flip head Time Force. Nice.
UK exclusive, you need on to know.
Man, all these figures that I'm kind of showing off, these were all like between 10 to 20 pence a figure, man. I don't know who the hell this is, but I just
It looks
picked
like
him up.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah,
It's the face.
yeah.
I think it's a Marvel. I'm sure I've seen something on it, Marvel, but I don't even know who the character is.
Could be Fantastic Four with Stretch Armstrong.
And then
Mr. Fantastic with a new version.
the Turtle theme, I found Bebop. I just actually realised is that he's actually got wheels on the back of his legs and a wheel on the back.
Yeah, he's a roller skater.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's Will Turner.
McDonald's Turtle. I've already got a full. I think I've got a full set of these, but these should have like a little vehicle thing. One of the new modern lanyards. The little Sonic dude.
Sorry, dude.
I've already got that Wonder Woman, but I couldn't really leave them behind. For 20 pence, man, you can't say no, can you? And then I've found another one of these. I've already got this one because I found them a couple of weeks ago.
Pokemon.
So there, Chris, there's another line for you to get into. Pick these up, mate.
I'll take that off you if you want. Considering you've already got one, I'll take it off you.
Another turtle. Yeah, it's Michelangelo. But he's missing his belt.
If you ever find a Blastoise or a Gengar figure, I'll happily take it off your hands.
There's Raph. There's a big Raph.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
He's a big boy. There's a knockoff Gears of War figure. There's Baird.
Yeah, you can clearly see that's Baird.
One-step changer transformer. Oh, and there's another Bebop. Probably one of my favourite characters for that season is Leatherhead. I liked how when they redone him in that series, I like how they made him a good guy because he's always been a baddie. You might need to help me, but what season of Splinter is that, Dave?
2012, Nickelodeon.
Cool. Talking about Fortnite. Another Happy Meal Darth Vader. Super Mario. Oh, there's another Fortnite figure. A couple of the Mini Titan Stormtroopers that only have articulation in the arms. But I might actually use the heads on these for some.
Harley Quinn Stormtroopers. Mm-hmm.
And Jesus Christ, man. What the hell happened to this poor guy? We've got a couple of Doctor Who bad guys. A little Batman. Oh. Another turtle figure. Via Trooper. Got Winston from Overwatch. I already have that guy, but I actually thought that was a Joe, but it's not. I don't know what that's for.
I can't remember.
There's another Raphael. Another lanyard. Mr. Skywalker. Another Raphael. I think that's the Raphael to go with the bike, Dave, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I did find this Marvel Legend, but I'm not too sure what his name is. For fucking 20 pence, I wasn't leaving them behind anyway. Then I got a little Raph.
Dubs.
And I blame Nick and Rose for this, for sending me the Buzz and the Woody. I did find some mini Toy Stories. And I got a Rexy.
That's a big Rex.
I got this for the niece because she loves dinosaurs. And I did pick these up, but I didn't normally. But I basically got these off the same stall as I got all the figures off of. They only wanted 20p for these, so I got the Spider-Man. They might just go to the nieces and nephews. I got the Hulk.
Big improvement, Baz.
I got the Captain America thing. And then still stick to the turtle theme. That you didn't really see these often. And then it isn't me.
Sorted?
Oh, sorry. And I did get one last. I forgot. I got the evil one to go with the rest of them.
Sorted.
Right, now I need to try and catch up with this chat.
While you're doing that, honourable shout out to
Greedo.
Our good friend Nick. Action Pop Daddy's doing his second podcast Friday night at 9:30, I think. So anyone...
Kev. Mr. Gerard.
Kane. Hey, Kane.
And we have the one and only Mr. Connor Fuller.
Connor. But yes, Nick's got his second podcast on tomorrow night. So you've got the ZSR at 8 o'clock and then Nick's podcast at 9:30, if I remember rightly. So shout out to Nick.
I hope your live stream went well, brother. I know you had a little mishap, but hopefully it went well.
Did you forget to press the go live button?
No, I think so because it started off and the two of them were talking and realised like 20 minutes later they weren't live. No, and we have Miss Ditty.
The dirty Miss Dirty.
She was on last night with Baz. So there you go.
But I kind of went on to that Toys for a Pound a day, Dave. I never bought. I've not bought anything, but they actually.
I'm surprised.
They actually have some Joker
Wallets,
and I'm so tempted to buy one. Like, I'm actually tempted to buy the two of them, but put one on the display and use the other one. They do have some of the Harley Quinn stuff as well. The Birds of Prey. I'll maybe get them for the nieces for their Christmas.
question for them, you two, and the chat. What are collectibles, and when does a collectible could become a collectible?
Anything could become a collectible if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd agree with that. It doesn't have to be from an.
Doesn't have to be totally related. Like my Xbox game collection, technically that's collectible because I've got over 1,000.
Well, if you go back to the 80s, Dave, man, you had like the pencil cases, you had the lunch boxes, you had all the stuff that, like sweeties and sweet boxes and all that.
Pest dispensers.
The pest dispensers, man, some of the pest dispensers, especially some of the ones for the 80s and 90s, man, those things go for crazy money. As we know, the most famous thing is yogurt pots.
Yeah.
Those things go for fucking mental fucking money.
I think if you were to class something as a collectible, it'd be if you had more of that type of item, like Pez, like I said, like Pez dispensers. If you had multiple different Pez dispensers, that's technically a collection.
Yeah.
So when you have multiple of something, I can kind of guess, like Salacious and his multiple STIs. That's a collection.
That's a nightmare.
Thank you. It's a nightmarish collection, but it's still a collection.
There you go. I've got the Harley Quinn lollipop thingy, whatever you want to call it. That you put the lollipop in it, you press the button, and the head splits open. That's now collectible. All those things are collectibles. You
could count my airsoft stuff as a collection now because I've got a wide range of stuff there now. Which, speaking of which, I'm buying a new gun next week when I get paid.
Weird question then. Any of you two or anyone in the chat remember Ideal World?
Ideal World.
It does ring a bell.
Yeah.
It does ring a bell, Ideal World.
I know it's not Christmas, but it's Ideal World Christmas 2001.
Oh, there you go. Miss Detty said is at 10:30.
Thanks, Detty. I know it's at some time tomorrow, but technically, it's like I've been sorting through some of stuff, and I've got the Ideal World Beanie Baby collections, collectibles in 2001.
Beanie Babies. I mean, I know they were a big thing in the 90s. Man, folk were just buying them left, right, and centre, think they were worth a fortune, but I don't think they're as much as what folk were expecting them to be.
Some are, if they got the misprints and all that sort of stuff and bits and pieces. So, but when you've got like Ideal World, like all the toy companies or companies out there that's doing that, I know the silver one was limited to a 500. That's limited to 100. The gold one. So, but then another type of collectible is. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Is that the LG or whatever? Is it L? Is that the original?
Yeah, it's the original.
I was trying to think of the toy company that done them. Man, was it LGN
or something?
Something like that. Aye.
Baz, do you want the birdies or do you want something up your street next.
Yeah, I'll go and show these birdies off. I'm kind of. You had me curious earlier on when you were talking IGN.
Well, technically, when you've got the toys of these like birdies, the same company called Playmates did the Beanie Babies of them and toys.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go with Chris's best one first. I think Chris.
Oh, Chicken Run.
Oh, Chicken Run.
Chicken.
Do you know what? I'm kind of excited for the sequel they're doing for that.
And you got the logo and done by Playmates Toys, so which is quite weird for a. You got one chicken.
I was just going to say that. I didn't realise that the Playmates actually done for my plushies as well.
I know. And then 2 chickens. Buzz's birdie.
Jesus Christ, that looks like me in the morning.
It looks like you every day.
Yeah.
Cheeky
Every
fuck.
minute of every day.
Then the one for all of us, because we all got glasses on.
Oh Jesus Christ, that looks like me in fucking halfway through the day.
Looks like Baz when he's drunk.
Yeah.
It's a Scottish drunken bastard.
The main guy.
Fucking hell, that looks like me on fucking too much high and brew.
Yeah, Rocky. So there you go. And then the Colonel.
Oh fuck, that looks like Chris.
But there you go.
Old and craphead.
That
Yeah.
looks like you've had too much fucking beer. Fuck me.
So yeah, the full series of Chicken Run.
Cool.
Just before we move on to the one that Baz is going to draw over, Baz asked me the other week about Monopoly and the original 1970s Monopoly game. Made in London and Leeds, which is a bit weird these days. We made a toy down in London, but there you go. And then one game even older than that, from 1965. So older than all of us put together.
Cluedo.
So there you go.
Man, it's Cluedo. Fucking hell, man. That's
1965.
Data, you already have a reputation.
Baz, 1965.
I was going to say, because I've got a Batman game for like 1989
89.
one, aye.
But then, weirdly enough, the characters are like...
Aye.
So there's that one. And then, the last thing I'd show off before we go on to the weird stuff. Bazza!
We're not already on the weird stuff?
Yeah, this is even cooler. Any remember these?
Is that the watch?
Yeah.
Mm.
The old Transformers watches.
And
I actually, so speaking of Transformers, I actually watched the first Michael Bay Transformers film today.
First one, man, didn't get me wrong, man. Some of the Michael Bay Transformers movies were good, but some of them were like really
I
bad.
was trying to find something to watch because, like I said to Baz before we started, yesterday I wasn't feeling too good. I ended up sleeping more or less all day. So today I was just kind of taking it easy again and just trying to not feel like out of crap. And I was like, you know what? While I'm getting in bed, we'll watch a film. So I was scrolling through Amazon Prime, and
you already have a reputation, and the mistake is went, don't know what you mean. Pure Angel movie.
Yeah, all right, Mr. A. And I've added Paramount Plus to my Amazon Prime Video subscription. And I was like, oh, they've got all the Transformers films on there. So I was like, oh, I'll watch the first one. But the only one they don't have on there is Bumblebee. That's you got to rent or buy that one.
The first Michael Bay movie was good, and then it kind of slightly went.
I'm honestly tempted just to go through them all again, like especially like the first three. Like
I watched it last night when it come out. I went to see it. It was like it wasn't. I think it's because they changed the characters again.
Yeah,
I should say it because I watched that the other night there again. And there was actually bits in that movie I actually missed.
Like the first one, the second one, Revenge of the Fallen, and then the third one, Dark of the Moon. I haven't seen those three in ages, so I'm just like, I might just give them a watch. And I also watched. I can't believe I managed to sit through it for 3 hours, but I watched Avatar: Way of Water.
Oh fuck! You're a brave man.
It moves quite quick, actually. It moves quite quick.
Yeah, there were some stages where I was looking at how much time I had after the film because it was a little bit slow at some parts.
Well, I mean, it takes about a good hour and a bit for it to get into the front man.
Yeah, it was all right. I wouldn't say it's my like. I wouldn't say I'd watch it again. Like it's kind of like because I can kind of remember what happened in the first one, so. Yeah, I mean, I only really watched it because they're bringing out an Avatar game. I think it's later this year it comes out.
Aye.
And it's canon to the films. So I was like, well, I kind of need to watch Way of Water in this case.
Don't get me wrong, when the movie's all right, I think the thing that a lot of folk didn't like about it is that the movie was too long. If it was just your normal 2-hour movie, it would have been fine. Because it was like a 3-hour movie, it kind of just dragged on a little bit.
Do you know, I was watching it. There were some bits that they didn't need to
put out, gonna
Right. Yeah, we could have had some bits cut, and they were only like maybe 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes each part of it. They could have cut out of it. And it would have made it under 3 hours.
Well, I know they're making a series of the Avatar because I think the next one's something to do with the fire tribe or something.
Yeah.
That tribe's meant to be the more brutal tribe of them all, so it'll be interesting to see how it all kind of...
I wasn't in a rush to watch this one. Like I said, I only really watched it because I've more or less been laid in bed all day recovering from a sickness bug. So...
Perfect.
I was just trying to find stuff to watch.
Well, that's perfect. You're going on to the second segue, so there you go.
I loved the Avatar movie. It was really good on my big screen and surround sound, but if I watch it on a small TV, it probably wouldn't be. Yeah,
I mean, I watched it on a 32-inch screen, and it was just fine.
Is that what she said last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my telly's 32 inches. I don't need a big TV. I can see everything on screen perfectly fine from my bed behind me. So
perfect. Well, anyway, that goes on to our next segment. Anyway, so thank you for that, Mr. PK.
You're welcome.
And I'll took that into inspiration. Seen somebody did talk to me last night. Mentioning no names.
No, me. I don't know who you're talking about.
Good. A to Z then, PK. Do you want to go first, second, or last?
I'll go last.
Who wants to go first then? Who goes first, me or Baz?
I suppose I better go first because I'm meant to be the host. I'm meant to be the host with the most.
Well, technically, I should go first because first, second, third.
I was going to say the youngest can go last, the oldest can go first, but who's the oldest? It is to us to.
I made the mistake of going first last time.
Well, you don't know the subject, do you? So
this week's one's we've been doing this for the last couple of weeks. It's kind of fun trying to think of, but this one it's all about movies and TVs.
Just movies.
We're just doing the movie one.
Just movies.
So we're going to do movies from A to Z.
Now, since you want to go third, you got, you know, you could have gone A like Avatar, but hey ho, you're going.
I'll make
You
you
know,
a knowledge of.
That's fine.
okay, just checking.
I'll go first. So for A, I'm going to pick.
Technically, doesn't the oldest go first?
I don't care.
Go on, Baz. You're the host. Go on.
I'm going to say Aliens. The only reason I'm thinking of that because I watched that the day.
Barbarians.
Oh, that's a
Jesus Christ, that's an old one.
I didn't say how old.
I don't know if it's true, but if it's the same Barbarian movie I'm thinking about with the two brothers,
That's one.
basically that was actually meant to be the sequel to the He-Man movie.
That's why I mentioned it. So there you go.
Sequel to the, but then they ended up changing the script a little bit.
Yeah. PK. C.
Oh, C. C. I could go so many for C. Like they're running through my head. But I'm gonna go for. Ooh, which one do I go for?
See, there's one that's just hit my mind now, and I know it's.
I wasn't gonna go for this one, but Captain Planet.
A movie.
There was a live action Captain Planet movie.
There was actually, yeah. I remember it.
Yeah.
I would have for C. I would have put fucking Centipede because that movie's fucked up.
Well, I was going to go for one of the Captain America films, to be honest.
Yeah.
The more they obscure, because it's like with Dave saying Barbarians, man. Fuck me, I say that. It's years since I watched that movie, man. Years.
Go on, Baz. D.
1954. There's a 1954 film.
I'm going to say Drive.
Oh, good film.
I would have said Dam Busters.
Oh, even better film.
Is it 54, PK? The 54, the original? Yeah.
Yeah,
54, I think. Yeah.
You're right, aye.
My dad has it downstairs on DVD, so. All right. Dave E.
I was going to say Electra, but that's a bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You really like it. There's another. I think the original version of that
movie's movie. That movie's not so great, Dave.
I actually quite liked it, perfectly honest.
Wasn't the greatest.
No. You know, I was trying to think of something else, but there you go. So F. Peak.
Do you know what? Fantastic Four, but the 2004 one, I think it was when it came out.
I thought you were going to say Fast and Furious.
I almost did say a Fast and Furious film. I could have gone for either like any of the 11 Fast and Furious films, counting the spin-off with The Rock in it. I could have done any of them, but Fantastic Four. But I think it was 2004. The one with Jessica Alba, the first one with Jessica Alba in it.
Yeah,
I think it was 2004. We don't talk about the 2010 or whatever 2015 one that came out. The one with Michael B. Jordan in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one because that one wasn't great.
I like the new version that came out, the other one. The non-Stan Lee versions, but there you go. G-Baz?
I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but I'm going to say G.I. Joe.
Which one? Is it?
I really don't know because I did like the first one, but the second one was a bit like, what the fuck?
The first one's what? Rise of Cobra. Then the second one was like Retaliation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you could have done G.I. Joe, the animated series. Movie.
Yeah.
I love the 80s one. That movie's brilliant, man. You don't get cartoons like that nowadays.
No. But it's still a movie, and it's I did say movies, so Is it my H? Or my H?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Fuck, I need to figure I.
I have one for W.
Oh, I've got one for I.
H. I was going to say, huh?
There's a war movie. Well, there's actually 2 war movies with H in it.
I was thinking of He-Man, but I don't want to choose He-Man. I was trying to think of something else, but H, I keep thinking of Harold and the Hendersons, but that's a TV series.
There was a film of it though, wasn't there?
Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
It was a film originally, and then the film was so
Maybe.
popular they ended up making a series.
So there you go, Harold and the Hendersons.
Yeah, you could have said Howard the Duck. You could have said Hamburger Hill. You could have said fucking Hacksaw Ridge.
You could have said any of the Harry Potter films, like
Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you should have said Harley.
Harley Quinn. Is it like the Emancipation of Harley Quinn?
More or less, yeah, the new one. So, I then, PK.
Inspector Gadget.
Should have went with Indiana Jones.
Nah,
I would have gone independent. I would have gone Independence Day.
Inspector Gadget film.
Yeah.
I like the first Inspector Gadget. The second one was a bit.
The second one, they introduced like a female version of him in it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Second one, we kind of got a bit more with the claw kind of thing, but
yeah,
you can't beat the 80s fucking Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
The next one is it J?
Yeah, Jay, which is you, Baz.
I'm going to say James Bond. I know there's different filming movies for James Bond, but I'm going to say James Bond.
Could have said Justice
Or
League.
Jupiter,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would say Justice League, but you could have said Justice League.
Or Jupiter Rising.
Jupiter Rising.
No, because I was going to say you could say George of the Jungle, but that would have been.
That's G.
Me, K, Karate Kid.
I think
Kroll.
Krill. Oh fucking hell, man! I've not watched that movie for ages.
Oh, L.
L.
L. I've got 2 in my head, but I can't remember if they have the word "the" at the beginning of their film title.
Try them both then.
I think they do. So
I know Geek Krong's on Dino's on the Roman. He's got Halloween, Independence Day, Jumanji, Karate Kid, Jaws.
Oh, this Jaws as well.
Who remembers that game?
As You Shoot Gary was a good game. But still an Elf. I can't say the 2 I've got in my head because I think they start with the.
I was going to say Lampoon Vacation, but that's the new version.
It's got a national one.
Yeah. No, the new version, isn't it? Oh, it's just Vacation, isn't it? The new one.
Yeah. No, I think that's a series.
It's all right. We've got Dino. Dino's got good knowledge.
I'm not looking.
I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about that movie as well. I was like, L.
I'm not looking.
Chris, they're just about to bring a toy line out from Super 7, and NECA's got figures out from it from a well-known actor, singer. Oh,
Leprechaun.
technically there's two. I can think of now.
I'm gonna have to say one of the ones I've got in my head, but like I said, I can't remember if they have the at the start. But Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, last. Yeah.
Well, we'll give that a go.
I can't remember if it has the at the beginning of it, but I know it has Last of the Mohicans in it.
The one I was
Leprechaun.
actually thinking about, and Dino kind of bet me to it, but I was thinking about Leprechaun.
Oh, I didn't think of Leprechaun.
What about Labyrinth with?
Oh, Labyrinth. Why didn't I think of? Why didn't I think of Labyrinth? David Bowie's my favorite artist as well. Oh,
Ken, see, talking about like some of the older movies like Labyrinth, I've not seen that movie for donkeys.
I haven't seen the Leprechaun movies in a long time. Either.
But then there's Tom Cruise was a really young actor in it as well. Another movie, Al.
Last Samurai.
Legends.
Fuck, I've not seen that movie for
I
ages.
was thinking Last Samurai.
Last Samurai's one, and then Labyrinth is one, and then Peaky, how do you cut your grass outside?
Lawnmower.
Lawnmower. And
Come on,
what's
think his movie. Come on, think his movie. First time they came with CGI.
What's Baz?
Lawnmower Man.
Leprechaun. No, drunk.
Lawnmower Man.
Lawnmower Man.
Never seen it.
Weird film, but there you go.
Baz M.
Magic Mike. I knew you would like that one, Chris.
I need to think of
The
only reason that come in my head because I was watching. You ever heard a comedian cried Fluffy? His name, he gets cried Fluffy. He was actually telling that he actually got a part in that movie that he had to play the DJ, and he didn't have to kind of say anything. He was just to stand there and go like that. I was watching one of his shows the other night. There, he was talking about that.
National Lampoon Vacation begins with N.
Yeah.
Oh, Mars Attack.
That's M.
Yeah.
I'm on N.
Oh, you on N?
Yeah.
What's the most famous movie beginning with N?
National Lampoon.
As a childhood, and it kind of fucking scarred us as well.
I just like National Lampoon's Vacation. So there you go.
It's a never-ending story because there's one scene that fucked me up.
Never-ending story. Yeah, it's a very good film.
Still fucks me up to this day when I see that fucking scene when he's trying.
Especially the horse in the Swamp of Sorrow or whatever it is. Alexa, turn bedroom light on. Okay.
What's the horse's name again? Is it Artex? Or something
Artex.
Like that? Fuck that scene always fucking. Between that scene and fucking Littlefoot's mother fucking getting killed by the.
What have I got?
Oh.
Ocean's 12.
Oh, nice.
I would have said Octagon, Chuck Norris film called Octagon.
Yeah. What is it? MNOP, Baz P.
P. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Peter Rabbit.
Prince of Persia.
I like that one.
We done a film with that.
I should wait. Pee-wee.
Was it Jake Gyllenhaal who done Prince of Persia film?
I think so. Yeah. You know what? I've never actually watched that movie.
Technically, there is another P, but you can't think of it. So And there's toys behind you.
Power Rangers.
Oh, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
thinking
trying
more-
not to go for the obvious ones.
Yeah.
What is it? Q.
Rescue. It's hard, isn't it, for me?
LMNOPQ. No, Q for you.
Yeah. Quantum Leap.
That was a good one.
Ooh. I still need to
Oh.
watch the update with the
And then there's like Quest. There's a few others. Peak.
Come on, you should fucking know. There's fucking like 3 or 4 movies that should fucking pop into your head straight away.
Do you know what? Rugrats.
I was going to say you could have picked Rambo, you could have picked fucking Rocky, you could have picked Running
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, like I said, they're the obvious ones, Baz.
Yeah.
Like, who would think Rugrats the movie? Like, that was a good movie. The second one was quite good as well. Rugrats in Paris. Quite like that one as well.
Baz S.
You.
I've got one, but
Oh, sorry, what's the next one?
S.
Okay. Stargate.
Oh, is it Spice World?
I would have said Spy Kids.
See,
Fuck me, man. Did you got the pictures to watch that, Dave?
Yeah.
Because I did.
Terminator, Transformers.
You always know what the common ones are. You always try to think of that one that
Yeah.
really.
You, PK.
You.
The only one that comes to my mind is United 93.
Yeah. The only one I can think of you actually is that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Utopia, but I don't think that's a fucking movie.
V-Baz.
I've got one for V.
Vendetta.
V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta. That's the one I had in my head for V. It's a brilliant film, that is. I love that film.
Some of these movies that we actually kind of mentioned, I've not seen for fucking ages, man. I need to sit down and watch them at some point. I need to watch Crawl and from a Labyrinth and all that again.
PK, was Wombles a movie or just a TV series?
TV series. I can't remember a Wombles movie.
I do have one for W as well, but I think there's a few for W.
Watchmen.
If I had W, I would have said Wrong Turn because I love that franchise.
Yeah.
You've also got
Could have picked Waterworld.
Is it Kevin Costner? Waterworld?
Waterworld. Yeah.
Could have picked Waterworld or
You've also got Waterboy with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
what was the other
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
What was the one with the androids that they went to the amusement park and it was all Westworld?
Yeah.
That's a series.
Series.
There's also a movie. There's also a
Yeah.
movie for it as well. Original movie.
Yeah.
I think it's either 1970s or 1980s that come out with the Rogue Cowboy.
XPK.
The only one I can think of for X is X-Men.
Triple X.
Aye, Triple X.
With Vin Diesel in the first one with Vin Diesel, because No,
I did like the third one as well when he returns in it as well.
Yeah, which I didn't get because they said that in the second one that he died.
He died, yeah.
But he killed. He died. He died.
Technically, as well, there's also X-Men.
Yeah.
We on Y already?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Y.
What, we on Y?
Yeah, you're Y.
Y. I want to say Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't think they actually made a movie for Yu-Gi-Oh.
They did.
They did. There's multiple.
I'm going to go with Yu-Gi-Oh then.
There's also Yes Man with Adam Sandler.
No, it's Jim Carrey.
Thank you. And there's one of them.
Jim Carrey.
Seem to get some of these no bother, and the other ones you seem to fucking struggle with.
Yeah. But then as soon as you said it, it's like there's so many movies I can think of for older ones. It's like, yeah, don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's like for D, you could have said Digimon.
Yeah.
For P, it could have been Pokemon.
Yeah.
For D, you could. There's a lot of 80s movies, so you could have had Deep Star 6 as an old.
Deepwater Horizon, Dungeons and Dragons. And then to finish it off as Z, I can think of Zootropolis, Zoolander, and a few other Zs, but there you go. Peaky, do you want one more? A to Z?
Yeah, go on then.
Characters' names from Marvel or DC.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I thought I'd make it easy for Peaky because you were going to ask him a Star Wars one. So, I thought I'd Peaky this time for you. So Peaky, do you want to go first, second, or third?
Second.
So I go first, then I'll say Ant-Man.
Beta Ray Bill.
Or Batman.
Oh, Batman.
Baz?
C.
I'm going to go with Captain Britain.
Oh, good one.
There, you could have said Captain America, but it's kind of obvious that you try to think of it.
Yeah, you of course I could have gone with like Captain Cold from DC.
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
I thought you said it was Marvel, not DC, or is it Marvel and DC?
I said any Marvel or DC character.
Oh.
I got in mind are probably going to be Marvel, by the way.
Yeah. I don't think you can do Marvel all the way through, I don't think. I can't remember. I thought it'd make it easy.
Probably could.
There is Marvel characters that do have like X and but it's trying to pronounce their fucking name is.
Yeah.
Black cat meow.
D for you.
I know.
D.
My mind's gone blank.
D.
Oh, you got D. I can think of a few.
All I can think of at the moment is Daffy Duck, and he's. I can't get Daffy Duck out of my head.
Yeah,
or Darkwing Duck. Marvel or DC?
The ones I'm thinking of are Marvel.
Doctor Doom?
Yeah. You could have had Dum Dum Dugan. Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Yeah, you could have Doc Ock.
Dark Knight as well. I'm sure there's a Knight. I'm sure there's a Marvel character called Dark Knight.
Doctor
Something like that.
Strange, Domino.
Yeah.
What have I got? E.
La 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 la.
Is it a Spider-Man villain I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
There's a couple, but one that I know Baz is trying to get on the hunt for in the Marvel Legends series is Ebony Moore.
Still not managed to find that fucker yet.
No, I've been trying to look out for you as well.
Every time I do come across him online, he's fucking more expensive than what he was when he first came out.
Yeah.
Normal.
The majority of the time when I do find him, he doesn't come with a boulder piece.
Buzz F.
Firefly.
Yeah. DC.
Grodd.
Gorilla God, yeah.
Grodd.
H. Now there's the obvious one that I could do, which Baz would know that I would
There you go, Gorilla Grodd.
happily do.
Yeah, H is. I'm kind of staring at it right now.
But the one that I've got in my head is a Spider-Man villain, Hammerhead.
Yeah.
Hammerhead.
But I could have gone Hawkeye.
I thought you were going to say Harley. I was getting excited there.
No, it would have been Hawkeye.
Yeah. I.
Ivy. I know it's poison ivy, but it's Ivy.
She's been called both anyway, so there you go.
J. Dave.
I'm hoping he says what I think he's going to say, because I'm looking at him as well.
I'm trying not to think of Joker, Bass.
That's a very obvious one.
I'm trying to think of anything else but Joker.
Joke.
I was thinking of Jack the Ripper, but he's not a Marvel or DC, is he?
No.
Joker is then.
Yeah, there's actually more J's in DC, and it's just trying to think of their names.
When you come to like M and Z at the end of it, it's like, yeah.
G-Force.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Or you could have picked James Hurlett.
There's Nick.
What have I got? K.
Okay.
K.
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc. Kate Bishop. There you go. I've said a Hawkeye. I've said someone who held the Hawkeye mantle. Kate Bishop.
Could you have Kal-El? Like Superman Kal-El?
Yeah, you could have Kal-El. You could have what's?
Or you could have said Kara. We don't know who that is.
Could have said Kara, yeah, because of Supergirl.
Yeah. I didn't say anything from DC or Marvel, didn't I? So it could have been either.
Could have put King Shark as well.
Yeah. You could have had Kang the Kong. I could have had Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. Next movies.
Who's next? I've lost
You.
track.
You.
Yeah.
Al. Al.
For some reason I want to say Lady Death, but I don't think she was Marvel or DC.
DC, I think, isn't it? It's
Marvel.
Marvel.
Lady Death is a character that Thanos is madly in love with in the comics, and she's the reason why he goes after the Infinity Stones. And Thanos also knows that Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, is in love with Lady Death.
So it wasn't that Lady Death I was thinking about, though, Chris.
Oh, okay.
But was thinking the Lady Death and the manga comics.
There's still a Lady Death in Marvel.
Yeah.
Because I know in the series, I know in the one of the series, man, that's what Thanos is after, because he doesn't like that Lady Death brings him back anything. They all say that
so he curses Deadpool to constantly become immortal, basically, and never die, so he can't be with death.
Yeah. Peaky, can you have Ming?
You could do.
You think about Ming the Merciless, like?
There you go. There's M. So, Peaky, N.
I'm going to have to say it just because of the Disney Plus series that's out at the moment, but Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Good Nightcrawler.
Nightwing.
No, Nightcrawler. Yeah. Like I said to you, most of mine are going to be all Marvel.
Marvel.
I know Marvel characters.
Is it P? O? M-N-O.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
O.
I did have one for, but I'm not too sure how his name's pronounced. Is it Octopus? He's a guy with a big eyeball for a fucking head. I just the reason thinking that because it was either Brian or Connor done the review on him. I can't remember what he's. I could have put Octavius. I was trying to go with a more. I can't remember.
Weird one.
Orb, that's it. His name's Orb. I remember watching. I can't remember if it was Connor or if it was Brian that done the review on it, but it did look a cool figure, like just big, massive eyeball for a head.
P is Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Punisher. Pretender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What have I got? Q.
Yeah.
I can think of a couple for Marvel. It's Quicksilver.
I was going to say there is a few for Marvel, but there's a few of them.
There's not many in Marvel from what I can remember, but the only two I can think of is Quicksilver and Quake.
See, if you go, you could actually say his question as well.
Yeah,
there's a DC character question.
Yeah.
Or Quirky.
That's R.
Red Robin. Is it Red Robin his name is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Robin. Is there a Marvel one peeking for R?
You can have loads. You can have Rhino, Red Skull. There's quite a few R's. Reed Richards.
I'm actually, just as you kind of mentioned that, not any spoilers, but I did watch the trailer for the new Kraven the Hunter. I'm just wondering if they're actually going to show off Rhino.
I'd almost say yes at the end, yeah.
I reckon Rhino's going to be the main antagonist in it.
Oh, yes, he says that because one bit he says, you know why they cry me Rhino? And I was like, are they going to bring Rhino into this?
Well, you saw when he says, do you know why they call me Rhino? In the trailer, you see his skin harden and go grey.
Yeah.
I don't like how they're doing this film. I really don't. I don't like the superhuman ability-esque they're going with everything.
Yeah.
Like, because
that's just weird, isn't it?
Rhino is never like that in the comics. He was always a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the Rhino suit from Spider-Man 2.
From the Amazing Spider-Man 2, like the big mech,
robot.
Technically, the Rhino was like fucking Scorpion. It's like they made the suit, but then once
he went all to do with the suit.
Once he went into the suit, he kind of get out the suit kind of thing. But I know they have kind of changed that character over time, because then was it one of the Spider-Man animated series? It was all a day with fucking that he injected his cell with a serum and he basically turned into fucking Rhino.
So next is S for me, which is Sandman or Scarecrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got Sabretooth.
There you go.
Sabretooth.
PK?
There's loads. Yeah, you got Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, Thor. Who else have you got? You've got Thanos.
No, I was going to say you had Tornado, but it's not. It's not his real. Its proper name is Red.
It's Red Tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
you bet.
You. I'm not actually too sure what fucking you use, Kindy. For some reason, I was going to say Underdog, but I don't think there's a fucking Marvel character called that.
The character, but not Marvel or DC, I don't think.
See, G-Force was the same as me because he said Underdog as well. The name does ring a bell. I can't remember if he's DC or if he's Marvel or if he's another fucking.
I know there's a character called Underdog. I can't remember what he's from.
Aye.
Can someone in the chat fact check Underdog for us if it's DC or Marvel?
Well, it's G-Force. He said he knows his stuff, so we'll go with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like G-Force is
knows right stuff like you.
Union Jack.
Yeah, Union Jack.
Union Jack on, yeah. Victor Von Doom.
Victor Von Doom.
You've got Venom as well.
Yeah.
But it's trying not to go for the obvious ones, isn't it? Like it's trying to think of obscure.
W.
Oh, quite a few. Quite a few. You've got Wanda Maximoff, Wolverine. You've got War Machine.
Wonder Man.
Wonder Man. There's quite a few for.
X-Baz.
Oh, X is a tough one. X is a tough one. I can't think of any.
X. Well, there is one I can think of, but I know he's proper. But you've got Xavier.
Yeah, I don't know if you could count it as just calling him Xavier.
I don't know how it's pronounced. Is it Ekron?
Technically, you still have Xavier, can't you? If G-Force says it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it is. Is it Ekron? But I think he's one of the robot. I think he's one of like the robots or something. And there's also a guy. I'm sure G-Force is right as well. I'm sure there was a character called X-Man as well.
Yeah, X-Man himself.
Yeah.
Or X-Force. Yeah.
It's X-Man, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it in the comics? Isn't he from like the future or something?
Yeah.
When you think about this, there's actually like previous fucking ones. I forgot about like Legion and all that.
There's loads. You can go around so many times. It's unbelievable.
Apart from a couple of names, a couple of letters, you could go around multiple times.
Yeah.
Grey was X-Man.
I think the name, like the ones you're gonna struggle going multiple times with, is like X and Y and U and God knows, like those kind of ones.
I do have one for Z.
I've got one for Z as well.
I've got Youngblood, but Youngblood's a TV series, not a figure.
And he's also a singer.
Yeah. Why?
Nick's put someone in the chat that I already had in my head.
Made the movie, and he was in it. They just made part 3, and he was in it.
What?
They just made the part 3.
Well, that's spoilers, Baz, because it's still in cinema.
What, begins with Y?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
I don't think it was in part 3, but it was a part of it. He was in it.
Yeah, for not even 5 seconds.
I can't think of one. My mind's gone blank. Even part 3, I can't think of part 3.
Give him a clue. He's got blue skin.
I'll give you another clue. He whistles a lot.
No. I know the guy you mean now, but I can't think of his. Yano?
Boy.
Yano? Yeah. I know the character you mean. I can't think of his name. Yano or something?
Yando.
Yondu. You've also got Yelena from Black Widow and the Hawkeye show. And because it's Russian, it's spelt with a Y.
And then Peaky number Z.
Oh, Zemo.
Yeah.
I was going to say, is it Zantana?
Zatanna, or however you pronounce her name, yeah.
Zatanna. Zorn.
But there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to see about that underdog thing.
What are you doing at Peaky anyway? Shout out to Nick again for good luck for his podcast number 2 tomorrow night. I think he said, did Jetty or someone say 10:30 tomorrow night?
10:30 tomorrow night.
You've also got the ZSR guys tomorrow at night. For me, DaveWorldtoys, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Thingamab. I have got a couple of live chats coming up soon, or toy chats again, or toy experiences coming up soon. I'm just working on some of the background, but I've got some big guests and shops coming up very soon. So sorry I've been disappeared and that sort of stuff. Thanks again, Mr. Eddie, for that. So yeah, June Nick on his podcast tomorrow night after the ZSR guys.
I just actually noticed there was another movie that Dino mentioned that I haven't seen for a while.
Ice Pirates. Peaky, next time you're on, just to pre-warn you, Baz and me are going to ask you, or Baz wants to ask you, A to Z of Star Wars. Talking about Star Wars, if you are thinking of going to Echo Base Live on the 7th of October, they have actually just released their first guest a couple of nights ago, and the guy that plays Jack Face is going to Echo Base Live.
So I would do some research, Chris.
Well, give him a heads up and that sort of stuff.
I'm going to have to do some fucking research as well, just to make sure.
Okay, so doing some research on Underdog. Underdog actually appeared in some DC comics with Crypto.
Which is the Crypto is the Superman's dog.
And also appeared in DC comic issues with Mighty Mouse.
Sweet, thank you.
So there we go. Underdog was DC.
I knew there was something. Underdog just rung a bell. I just couldn't remember if it was DC or.
I couldn't remember Underdog, the cartoon series or movie. So there
is a live action movie called Underdog.
So there you go. But yes, so next week should be having more A to Z battles. We'll think of a few subjects. If not, follow me in the chat for next week.
Do you know what? I'm going to try and think of some for you guys.
So there you go.
A to Z of fucking Xbox games.
Fuck that.
That I could do easily because my games collection is stored in A to Z, so I'd have no problem with that.
Yeah, thanks, Baz. We'll think of something in A to Z next week anyway. So I'll probably show some more weird stuff off.
Or it'd be A to Z of YouTubers. I'd be able to do that easily as well.
No chance. But for me, from Hello from Chicken World. Hello.
Oh God, Nick's just put A to Z of Star Wars is harder if you don't go past the first 3 films. There's a challenge.
Well, technically, Baz was going to do anything to do with Star Wars with planets, figures, X-Wings.
I think anything to do with Star Wars makes it a bit easier for
The
everyone.
first time, yeah.
It's all right, Chris. Try and...
Especially for me, because like my knowledge of Star Wars isn't as big as everyone else's.
I forgot what the fucking name. I'll need to look it up again because I did get the name. But what is the proper name of the giant worm that's in the asteroid? That's what you need to look up. His proper name.
He's saying what giant worm, what movie, and what bleeding scene?
No, it's in Empire Strikes Back after they escape Hoth, isn't it?
But they just credit the space worm, but it's actually got a proper fucking name. Whole reason I know that because I watched that fucking the new Jedi series for the kids. I watched that with the wee boy tonight. Num num. I really want. I want that little bear guy. I think he's fucking cute as fuck. Probably one of the better characters, isn't it?
So yeah, we should be all back next week, guys, for A to Z battles, show more weird stuff off, something completely different and unique and that sort of stuff. So, from the old watches and that sort of stuff. So
yeah, I should have a fair bit to show off next week. Who knows? I might have even built that Digimon figure that I can show off.
Chris, you should have that built in 10 minutes. If you're a master at Lego building, you should be a master at fucking.
To be honest, I was looking through the instructions. It does get pretty simple to put together. So I just need to find a chunk in my spare time that I can sit there and do it. So
I'm kind of tempted to pick it up because you fucking showed me it.
Pick it up. I've already spotted another one. I've spotted Angemon that I want to get next.
I want to get the War Greymon, but there's two versions. You've got the one that you've got.
Yeah, you've also got the builder figure of.
You've got the upgrade version of.
Yeah,
I think Rory's. I don't know if it's the one. I know Rory's got the one that you've got plus the. But there's another War Greymon, but it's I think it's like the higher grade version.
There's also one I've seen. It's a Metal Greymon.
The one I'm talking about is about 90 quid for that set, for that kit. But it looks more detailed.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, no,
Christ.
I'm quite interested after building my Metal Garurumon. I might get the Angemon.
I might do a salacious run and just dive into the model kits.
To be honest, like I was thinking about doing a live stream of building that. Was sat here thinking, I was like, do I just do a live stream of Metal Garurumon?
I know Rory. I mean, he's been doing the Gundam build when he's every time he shows me the picture of how he's got. It's like I really want one of those. Start building
I might do a live stream of me building Metal Garurumon and just do it on StreamYard. And if people want to jump on and chat while I'm building, then I might do it.
Chris, what you don't cut your fingers, mate.
Chris, you mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh to me.
Yeah. Oh, look at that booster pack poster.
And then the other side's got the first starter decks.
Chris,
How about yeah?
You know want to get one of these as well?
Oh, the ultimate. Oh, the metal cards.
It's all right. I got this for free because I bought Nancy. The guy gave me that for nothing.
Anyway,
I got the sexy dancer.
Crazy. Guys, I'm going to need to shoot off because my phone is about to die. So you guys carry on and still chat gobbledygook.
It's all right. We're past the hour and a half anyway, so it's probably Chrissy's bedtime soon.
I don't have work tomorrow, so.
So just before we go, Chris, how's your leg?
Yeah, it's all right. I went airsofting this Sunday, just gone, and it was fine.
Perfect.
The only thing is, I still left early because it was just far too hot. By 12 o'clock, we were like us 5 lads that were just baking. So 2 of us went home early because we just couldn't stand the heat.
Sorted. So anyway, guys, enjoy your week, enjoy your weekends, guys. Happy toy hunting, happy life, happy toys. As for me, DaveWorldtoys from Peaky Arrow Productions, and Chris, hope you have a good weekend, mate.
I'll try to.
I just want to say thanks to everybody in the chat again for popping on to listen to 3 grown adults talk a lot of shit and have fun.
Well, 3 generations.
Yeah, technically, near enough, aye. Just remember, when you go out this weekend, don't spend too much pennies.
Always.
Anything that you don't need, but you know you want it. Until next week, everyone stay safe. Fucking hell, I can't even talk. Stay safe until the next time. Ciao for now.